What's up, YouTube? Back at you again with another edition of Here in My Office. We're coming up on Here in My Office 40 at this point. We've been doing this for months. It's kind of hard to believe it's been this long, but I'm going to continue making videos. But it's a very active time in my life now. As I said in the last video, I was talking to 4 companies all in the same week. And that's Charles Schwab, Banco Santander, M&T Bank, locally here in Buffalo, and what was the other one? Wells Fargo, right, in Pennsylvania. So had the calls with Wells and Schwab early in the week. And these were teleconference calls, and these were basically second round interviews. The one at M and so those are they went well. You know, I wasn't stumped or anything. I got along with the people on the call. I thought they were nice people, good people that I would potentially want to work with, and I was happy with those calls. But the thing is these out of state jobs don't have relocation packages. So I've said this before. They said they could make me whole on the income, and the ones that require me to travel out of Buffalo probably pay more money. I don't know how much more money, but they're probably going to make. I mean, until somebody makes me an offer, I'm not going to know for sure. But they'll probably pay more money than M&T. But M&T, I'm excited about M&T because it does sound like a great opportunity, and they have their global headquarters, or they're not global, so they have their headquarters, U.S. here in Buffalo, meaning if I was to climb the ladder at M&T, I could climb the ladder all the way to CEO without having to move out of Buffalo. I could stay here, and they do have a large audit department, and lots of levels. Like they had assistant auditor, senior auditor, supervising senior auditor, audit team lead, manager, which is what this is, and then one up from that is just manager, where you don't get into any audit work and you're only managing multiple audits, which is what Wells Fargo had. So in a way, it's a little bit of a lower position than Wells Fargo, but I'm looking at it long term. I can get in there as a team lead, prove myself, and this is what I said in the interview. I said, it sounds like a good opportunity for me to, use my skills, lead some audits, manage some individuals, and prove myself to be successful, getting stuff done on time with high quality, and then after that, I could go for a promotion. And they had really nice offices too. They're up on the it was up on the 14th floor of a skyscraper, or a skyscraper for Buffalo, up on the 14th floor of a 20-story building. So you get a nice view of the water, the Lake Erie. It's all remodeled in there. It was really nice. And most importantly, I had interviews with 3 different people for half hour to 45 minutes each, and everything sounded good. So, they were happy, smiling. I say this because I after the Walmart situation, which went fine too, I don't really know what it is that you can look for in an interview to know what the takeaways they had. All I know is that once they meet with me, all 3 of them would get together and share notes and come to a consensus on who they want to offer the job to. And I asked them how many people have interviewed for this job, and he said it's been open for a month and they've interviewed about 5 people, which is nothing. So I'm thinking maybe there's less competition for this job, being that it's in Buffalo. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't want stiffer competition. But some of the guys I interviewed with from my alma mater, I went to a place called Canisius College. That's where I got my bachelor's in finance and my MBA in finance here in Buffalo. You guys may be familiar with University at Buffalo. It's like in Buffalo in our market, you either went to UB or Canisius. And then there's a few other colleges, um, smaller ones that people go to. So, so what's the timeline? Is they said that it could take up to like a month until it gets filled. So we're looking. I guess I shouldn't panic if I don't hear anything in a week, but and it got me thinking. Should I send? I have their cards. Should I send them thank you letters? I might shoot them an email next week if I don't hear anything, just to reinforce my desire to get the job. Uh, we talked a little bit about work from home, and I was pleased to hear that they do have flexible working arrangements. And he said it's basically comes down to the manager's discretion, which was the same way it was at the bank I used to work at. It was, some people worked from home quite a bit. Some people came in the office every day, and there was stuff that was in between. Like me, I came in sometimes, but towards the end, I hardly ever came in the office. But I gotta say, all these roles, all these jobs are in financial services. They're in auditing. They're all up my alley, and they're what I'm looking for. So so there's that. So more to come. I would imagine out of these four companies, I'll hear something next week, and or have another call next week. We'll see what's going on, and getting to those final rounds. Because so if I hear back from Wells Fargo and I have another call, that'll be the last round. But as for M&T, I'm done. I did all my interviews, did 3 rounds of interviews, met the people in HR, and then met the 3 hiring managers and who would be my potential boss. And he was a cool guy. They're all men, which is kind of unusual, but it was good. So there's that. Next thing is my lawsuit settlement, and as I probably mentioned on the last call, that these guys were going to come back to me and let my attorney was going to come back to me and let me know what's going on, and he didn't do that. And I called and didn't get through, but this is par for the course. This is how it's been. I know they're busy people. It's a small law firm. There's only my attorney and his paralegal. So maybe he was in court, maybe he was busy. I don't know. But he sounded pretty positive that we were going to close this thing up sooner rather than later. And then once I get that cash, I could pay the bills that I need to pay, get current on the mortgage, get everything squared away. And then I think I have to put a roof on this house. We got a part of the roof, part of it is leaking. And when I had my inspection done on this house, they told me that the roof has been patched multiple times. So I might just try to patch it, but what I should do is just do a new roof. But doing a roof on a 5,500 square foot house with skylights and things like that, it's going to cost a lot of money. So I'm not going to be able to do it until I get my settlement. We're probably talking about $50,000 for the roof, probably at the minimum, depending on the materials and what kind of roof I put on. But it's going to be the last roof I'm ever going to do. It'll be like a 30-year roof. I'm 37. I'll be almost 70 next time it's going to need to get replaced. I probably won't live here anymore. So it's an investment. It adds to the value of the house. It's one of the biggest sticking points to a house. And if I had to sell, I'm going to take a little bit of a hit because I'm going to say, yeah, it needs a roof. But when I bought it, it needed a roof too. But it just sucks that it's leaking. We had a windstorm and it knocked some of the tiles away. But at any rate, that's what's going on. So, like I said, my lawsuit is supposed to settle in probably the latest in the fall, but maybe it'll happen earlier. Maybe we could come to an agreement. But what we're waiting for is an offer from the bank to settle. So we'll see what they come up with. It might be nowhere near what I'm asking for. I'm not sure if we shared with them what I computed my damages to be, and it's a very big number. So it's a very big number because I got to split a third of it with the lawyer, I'm going to have to pay tax on part of the award, so some of it will be treated as an income. Yeah, so we'll see if they try to lowball me or if they come in with something more reasonable that might come to closure. Because you don't want these things to go to trial, because then it's going to take years. And while I'm not employed, I can't wait years on this lawsuit. I need this thing to come to a closure as soon as possible. So that's what's going on, guys. Really nothing more to say. I'll make another video after I have some word from these banks, and of course, if I get an offer from M&T and I take it, or even if I don't take it, if I get an offer from M&T, I'll make a video next week sometime. I'm trying to make videos weekly, so expect a weekly video at least. But if there's something exciting that happens, I'll make a video before that. So, hope you guys are having a good day, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.